Hi, so I created a videos playlist for electronic books which I want to review here. So this is my first electronic books I want to review, which is Basic Electrical and Electronic Engineering by MS Sukhija and Nagsarkar. Okay, so let's review this book. We see what's the best part in here. Then I give my personal rating for the books here. Okay, this is a Basic Electrical and Electronics Engineering, which is from Sukhija. And you see this is Oxford publication here. Most probably because, okay, this consists of electrical and electronics, means you got both field here, which is one is electrical and electronics, both are different field there. So you can see this is Basic Electrical and Electronics. I've got preface here. Okay, this is the chapter coverage. Just want to showcase here. Then features of the book. You can see this is a chapter will enable reviewer to understand the working of oscillator and much more. Easy to understand. Then we got the illustration, tabular, presentation, soft example, which we got some theory question here. Subject, objective type, assessment question, then we got a symbol and acronym as well. Okay, this I want to show here, which is the detail of the content here. Most probably detail of content is starting with the introduction to electrical engineering. So it's the basic. So who's probably in the most beginner part will be understanding what is if you full beginner, then you can kind of understanding what is going on with electrical engineer, because it stated what is the atomic structure and electric charge, what is the conductor, semiconductor and insulator. It start off with the most basic part here. You got the network analysis and network theorem, which is the basic of the analysis here. You can use for the voltage drop. Then you got the inductance, inductive and capacitance network as well. Chapter 2, which coverage network analysis and network theorem. Then go to the third chapter, which is magnetic circuit. So here is the magnetic circuit part here. Got the magnetic circuit, which is involved with the flux and beta flux much more, which is the magnetic field formula. And then we got the AC in the chapter 4. And we got a three-phase system. Okay, this is the electrical. If you need into electrical engineer job, then this somehow you have to have strong understanding in the three-phase system. So this is the transformer principle in chapter 6. Then we got a synchronous machine. This is chapter 7. Okay, somehow if mechanical engineer, you get to know this part also is very good, because it involves machining. And you get a few knowledge about electrical is much better for you to understand what's going on for the machines. Then you got a chapter 8, which is the induction motor. Then you got the direct current machines as well. This is much better for the mechanical engineer part. You can understand what's going on for the machines and the motor. And this chapter 10 is a measuring instrument. Okay, this is if you're a test engineer or electronic engineer, somehow you can grab this to understand more. Then we got a power system, which is electrical engineer. You have to understand this, strong understand for what going on for the power system, subsystem, okay, some transmission system and much more. Then we go to the electronics engineer, which is the semiconductor theory and diode principle. We get a BJT as well for the chapter 13. Chapter 14 is the field effect transistor. Then you got oscillator. Okay, here is all the electronic engineer kind of have to understand. Then you got op amps here, transducer. Okay, chapter 18 is telecommunication, 19 fundamental and fundamental control system. Okay, so total got 20 chapter. So basically what I think about this book is, for personal opinion about this book is okay. It's not so okay, but it's like full theory, but calculation is not much. If you see inside this book, The calculation part does not involve much. You can see it's just a little calculation part. Just give us a little example here, but most probably is a theory. But one thing I don't like is the text is quite for me lah. It's just my personal. It's quite compact. If you kind of person like to read, maybe this book's for you. So I think it's okay because it's too much text here. If I like the books, is if you have the bullet point, it's much better to understand what's going on. But it's okay book. If for the beginners, I think it's okay. You kind of skim through what's going on inside the book. The questions is okay. It's just most probably for the theory question. Calculation part it got, but it doesn't cover much. See, mostly it's for the theory. You see network analysis theorem. Okay, basically I take around 1 month to finish this book. It's quite long because one day I study around 20 minutes for each chapter. I finish it one chapter for one day, almost like that. Sometimes it takes time for me to just make it finish whole. I think it around 1 month to make finish whole the books. So my personal rating for this book is around 5 out of 10. It's okay book. If you're into like beginners electronics, for this book is you need another book as well for your learning purpose. So it's okay book if you want to grab it. That's about it, guys. I hope you learned something. See ya. I might be making much more for the book review in the future content. Alright guys, thanks.